Why saving money became a trap. How the system turned responsibility into a punishment. What were you taught as a child? Work. Save money. If you don't spend, you're safe. These sentences were presented to you as moral rules. As if saving was virtuous. As if accumulating was right. As if patience would always be rewarded. But today, something strange is happening. Wage earners are falling behind. Those who save are getting poorer. Those who borrow are the ones staying afloat. And no one tells us this openly. Saving is no longer a virtue. It's a trap. This video will not tell you how to invest. This is not financial advice. This video explains one thing: why the system does not want people who save. Saving 1. The old world of saving. Saving once made perfect sense. Money was limited, slow-moving. Not something governments could print at will. The money you saved preserved its value. Time worked in favor of the saver. That's why saving was discipline, security. The future, the middle class, was built on this idea. Give up today, gain tomorrow. But that world no longer exists. Section 2. Money changed, but the story didn't. Today, we are still told the same things, but there is a painful and undeniable truth. Money is no longer the same money. Money today can be produced without limits, is created through debt, is born on central bank balance sheets. This means one thing: time now works in favor of those who spend, not those who hold money. This is where inflation enters the picture. Inflation is not a mistake, not a side effect, not something that just happened. Inflation is the punishment for holding money. Section 3. The silent tax. When taxes are raised openly, people react. But inflation is silent. No one tells you, this year, we took 10% of your income. But they did. With the same money, less food, worse housing, a lower quality of life. So the saver experiences this: I did the right thing, and still lost. This is not a coincidence. Section 4. Why the system hates saving. Because saving slows things down. The modern system wants you to spend, borrow, feed the cycle. A person who saves, doesn't consume, isn't dependent on credit, is difficult to control. A person in debt, on the other hand, must keep working. Is tied to the system, stays silent. That's why the system rewards debt, risk, leverage, and punishes waiting, saving, patience. This is a moral choice. Section 5. The retirement illusion. Save for retirement. But what is the reality? Pension funds depend on markets. Markets are inflated by debt. Inflation erodes real returns. So you think you're not taking risks. But you're standing at the center of risk. You think you're saving, but in reality, you're fueling the system. Section 6. Who benefits from inflation? Debtors, large asset holders, governments. Who suffers? Wage earners, cash holders, patient people. That's why this isn't just economics. It's a moral decision. It's the system's answer to one question: who do we protect, and who do we sacrifice? Section 7. The real danger. Do you know what the most dangerous thing is? People getting used to saying, this is normal. It's not normal. In a society where working is no longer enough, saving is punished, debt is presented as a virtue, the problem isn't the numbers. It's the incentives. Saving isn't punished because it makes you poor. It's punished because it slows the system down. Understanding this is financial education and mental freedom, because history shows us this. Civilizations don't collapse because of inflation. They collapse because justice is quietly eroded. If this video gave you a different perspective, please subscribe, and don't forget to like the video. Because the economic record doesn't just explain how money works, it explains how money shapes societies.